soy el fuego que...
You ready?
Yes, that music was amazing. Hey, Sandra.
Hi, how are you today, Carlos?
Very good.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to your Realtor Sensei show. I'm here with Carlos Herman, here because it's different as all the rest interviews that I have been doing. I'm very happy that we are in the same place. We are in San Diego in the Nahrep L Attitude Conference 2021. So, Carlos, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, man, about myself. That could take the whole half an hour. No, I'll give a mercifully brief introduction, right? So I'm from the Dominican Republic. I've been in real estate for 16 years. I have a team in Orlando. We do over 200 transactions a year. And also, I have a partnership model, expansion model with over 1,800 partners across the U.S. and multiple countries. Love what I do. I'm a father of a 7-year-old son. He's amazing. My wife is just absolutely, she's the magic behind everything I do. And yeah, loving life and living it up. I mean, that's changing people's life, make an impact.
That is great and nice to hear. Tell us a little bit about you talk a little bit about your wife and your children. Give me a little bit of background, where you come from, and a little bit about back, not just your business.
Yes. So, as I mentioned, I'm from the Dominican Republic. I came to the United States when I was 15. Didn't know any English, moved to Maine up north.
Oh.
Yeah, imagine that. You are living in the Caribbean, nice, warm, beautiful, and all of a sudden you're in the frozen tundra. But I have family there, and it worked out. It was a great experience for me to be there. I was able to learn English very quickly, or as much as I can, right? You see, my English is not perfect, but got bit by the bug of real estate early on, because my aunt and my uncle, who I lived with, they were investors, and they used to buy properties and for investment purposes. And they introduced me to real estate, and I liked it. I saw that it was an opportunity for me to create my own economy, right? To basically say, I can grow as big as I want to grow. I can do as much as I put effort too. And I failed. My first year only sold 3 houses. I put a ton of work. A lot of people say work hard and everything will take care of itself. I mean, I worked super, super hard and really fell flat on my face. 3 houses full time is not really what you want to accomplish in your first year. And my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, she was supporting me because I was working full time, right? And we were living in this small apartment. We barely had any furniture. And she was working cleaning houses, scrubbing floors, cleaning toilets. And she would arrive bruised from that.
Wow.
And find me at home and ask me, so how'd it go for you today? Do you sell a house? I mean, just imagine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's been a big trajectory. She believed in me. She let me keep trying as long as I needed while I was trying to do this full time. And, sure enough, for my 3rd year, was my breakthrough year. I sold 29 houses, then I sold 50, 75, 100, and sky's been the limit. So, but I didn't give up. So if you're writing notes, that's the first note. I had a ton of people tell me I should get a job and it wasn't going to work. And nothing wrong with doing it part-time. I just, I'm a very single focus kind of person. I put all my energy into something when I'm passionate about it. And I was focused on real estate.
But the most important of all that was the support of his wife.
Yeah.
Because if she will not be there to believe in him and to support him, Carlos would not be able to fulfill and go with his dreams and build the career that he has today. So that is amazing. It's so important to have someone that believes in you and someone that supports you that way.
Absolutely.
I need to be your wife.
Yeah, absolutely. She's a rock star, and she has always supported me in every endeavor, even when, I bring crazy ideas that it takes a second or two to convince her that I should be supportive. But yeah,
Is she part of your business today?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she's always been, she's always been an advisor, but she's very involved in like our marketing. She's very involved in our growth, our expansion. She's very involved in the culture of my team and my company. So yeah.
That's really nice. So what makes this event so important to you, that you will fly from Central Florida to San Diego?
Man, so, Nahrep is an amazing organization. And obviously, both you and I have become leaders in Nahrep, and is because of the mission of, impacting the Latino community, creating sustainable home ownership, bringing opportunities, bringing access to capital, educating real estate professionals. I mean, the list goes on and on, right? So when you get entrenched with Nahrep, with the mission, with what it's all about, you recognize that there's a lot of value there. And the reason I'm here is because of that value. It's because of the value that Nahrep brings to us as leaders, as professionals, because of the mission, because of the people like you. I love connecting, with my friends that, it's been a while, right? For some of us, it's been a while because of COVID.
Yes.
It had been virtual until now. So, I come and, I did a post on Facebook yesterday, I think it was yesterday night, about how it's not easy to make the commitment to come to a conference.
Yeah.
Walk away from your family for a week, travel, from Florida to San Diego is hours and hours and hours. It takes a whole day, to be here, right? Then you have the jet lag, 3-hour difference. That's not easy to deal with. Then you've got the COVID protocols, and this has been super safe. They did COVID testing for all of us, so we're clear. It's awesome.
We are.
And really, it's a lot. It's a lot of commitment. Walking away from your day-to-day work. It's a lot of commitment, but the value that you get stepping out of your business makes it invaluable, because at the end of the day, you remove yourself from that day to day, you get to mastermind, to share ideas. And we're going to be discussing here some of the takeaways and some of the impact that already we've had, and the conference is not even over. But, I love the fact that we are here sharing, collaborating, interacting, learning from big, high-level individuals, and making our business better. And this conference is unlike any other conference in the industry, because the Latitude side is super powerful. It's amazing. So doing the hard things and making the commitment, every day we are challenged with having to do things that are difficult, things that are hard, but that are better for us. Whether it is to do our prospecting, that we don't want to do, whether it is to eat a healthy diet and we don't want to do it, or wake up early in the morning and go to the gym if we don't want to do it. So doing those hard things is more powerful than doing what's convenient. What's convenient may be eating whatever is in front of you, or what's convenient may be sleeping another hour, or what's convenient might be not going to a conference like this. But at the end of the day, taking the hard approach is the way to growth.
Yes, and I would say the same. For me to come for a week, it was like first thinking about leaving I have a young son, the family, the office, and be here. But when I start to hear all these professional people, all their stories, I said, you know what, you did the best decision to come here. And I'm very happy. And it's not over yet. We are We still have 2 more days, and
Yeah.
it's been just amazing. It is a lot of learn and be around people that I would never thought I would be around. So I'm very happy that we're here. So
Absolutely.
tell us about who is here this week.
Man, so who's not here, right? So really, I mean, I'm super excited about obviously, seeing Gary Vee again. I saw Gary Vee like 4 years ago live, and he was absolutely incredible. Deepak Chopra was the keynote yesterday. Lights out, it was amazing.
It was.
The value that he shared. But then we have, top producers, we have influencers, we've got a lot of content, panelists, the Latinas leading the way. That was a powerful panel because, they've gone through so much to get to where they are. And it was, these are not Latinas in real estate. These are Latina bosses that are COOs of like major corporations like, Cisco, the CEO of Cisco, Maria, I forgot her last name for the moment, but, she was in her class, there were like 1,000 engineers and she was one of 3 women. Just imagine that, and imagine working in Cisco. I mean, and becoming the COO. That Cisco. If you don't know Cisco, I mean, Cisco is a corporation that drives networking all over the world. Like if you've been connected to a router, chances are you've experienced the products of Cisco. If you've ever been connected to the internet, right? So this is a very high male industry and field, and this woman is the COO. It's just mind blowing and inspirational to see what they've been able to accomplish and the adversity that they have gone through. There was another lady that shared how one of her teachers told her she wasn't cut out for college.
Wow.
And here she is, leading one of the top companies in the world,
Wow.
and yeah, it was absolutely inspirational. And the people that are here will challenge you to expand your mind, to think bigger, and to do more, to give more, to become more than you've ever thought possible.
To believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. One of the speakers that really play a big role in our economy, and I was touched by her story, was the singer Gloria Estefan and Emilio. They told about their experience they had to overcome just because they were Latinos. Emilio's statement was, when they started their band, Miami Sound Machine, an organized Latino community was not even in existence. Today, we are all supported by the National Hispanic Real Estate Professionals, Nahrep. And it's the largest organizations that we're getting together to support not just realtors, like you said. It's all the professionals because we work with everyone. It's the community. I'm very happy to be part of that.
Absolutely.
So tell me, what are you taking back from today or from the whole conference? It's a week, it's not only today, to your team?
Oh man, for my team. Well, I mean, mindset. At the end of the day, what I focus a lot on. I'm a big believer that if your mindset is right, you can accomplish anything. And Deepak spoke about mindset yesterday. A mindset of gratefulness, a mindset of possibilities, positivism. A mindset of a whole life mastery. And when you work on that mindset, you can literally accomplish anything. And I'm a firm believer that when you are positive, when you are grateful, things just happen that are amazing. Like literally, he said that, gratefulness is the open door to abundance. And I truly believe that. I truly, I'm living it. Like, I'm such a grateful individual. And because of that, all the time I experience abundance. I get things coming my way. I get more opportunities. But here's what happens. opportunities are all around us. But when you're not in a positive mindset, when you're not in a grateful mindset, when you're not in an empowered mindset, you don't see the opportunities.
Indeed.
So the abundance is always there. You just can't see it because you're nagging or you're just wishing things would happen and asking for more and more and more, and you don't see what's in front of you.
Yes, it's very important to be grateful every day. I always get up, and the first thing I do is be grateful. Very important. I live by example, obviously, and one of my coaches that I live every day with, I would say, because I open my eyes and the first thing I do is what he taught me. It's Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins. And he says, be grateful.
Yeah.
Grateful, and you will see, and you will receive. And it's really good to be grateful.
Yeah, and I'll say one other thing. Listen, I'm sure everybody watching this is like, yeah, I've heard that, whatever. Really, that's the most important thing you're going to take away. I mean, there's a lot of tactics and little, known ways to accomplish things better, faster, and with more impact. But sometimes we need to be reminded more often than we need to be instructed. And a reminder of being positive, reminder of having the right mindset, like, is very powerful for anybody trying to accomplish anything.
Yes, I agree with that. So how did Nahrep change you and your approach to business?
And so, for me, what Nahrep has done is open my eyes to, a bigger landscape of, possibilities of impact, of contribution. Obviously I came to Nahrep already with, a background in leadership. Like I was the president of the Young Professionals Network in my local board of realtors, obviously leading my office, my team. I was a broker for 10 years.
Wow.
And just, I've been leading the field in a lot of areas. So going into Nahrep, for me, it was kind of seeing a bigger organizational structure to make a bigger impact. And, the relationships was also something that is invaluable, like the connections you make, the people you meet, the friendships, that has changed my life. It changed the way I conduct my business, the way I do everything. And also, I love the opportunity to make a deeper impact in the Latino community, and that's something that Nahrep offered me that I had not, been able to have a platform of this size to be able to make such an impact before.
Wow, that's profound. It's really amazing that change and brought you all that. So talk to us about the 10 disciplines of Nahrep.
Yeah, I mean,
what
obviously that could take like the whole time. I'll tell you some of my favorites, right? Because, the Nahrep 10 principles, to summarize it, basically, it's all about living a life in congruency with, wealth, health, being the top of the profession, basically living a top level life. And it's a blueprint. Literally, it's a blueprint of what it needs to happen to be able to lead a top world-class life. And what I love about it is that having that blueprint, having that guide, you know exactly what you need to focus on that you're missing and that you need to work harder on, right? And for Latinos, some of these things are, very, very hard to master sometimes, because we grow in a culture that, has little knowledge of certain areas, like the wealth area. Like, I don't remember, ever. I mean, I even think that in the Anglo community all over the world, finances, personal finances and wealth, it's a foreign topic. It's not taught in high school. It's not really, so understanding that we need to take responsibility of our wealth, understanding that, it's important to be in the top of the profession and be a leader, understanding that ultimately we need to follow principles
Yeah.
is what the Nahrep 10 is all about, and having that roadmap to get there.
So which one is your favorite?
I mean, if I mainly because I feel like there's a big need in the wealth gap, in the wealth area. That is, one of my favorites. I do believe that all of us, we want to be in the top of our profession,
Yes.
right? Like I feel like now that's one of the principles, be the top 10% of your profession. But I feel like we all get into this business or, get into life knowing that and wanting that. But what we don't think enough about is, our wealth,
Yes.
and being responsible and investing and not buying, boats and cars that are depreciating assets, and investing in appreciating assets and opportunities that, can have a long lasting impact for your business. And, I love thinking about the future. I've always been a frugal individual. I never had a lot of toys. And that is something that for me is in deep alignment. But I see a huge need because it's like 9 out of 10 agents I meet, when they start making money, they forget they need to pay their taxes. Like, oh, wait, I need to pay taxes quarterly. Oh, my God. So now I owe 30, 40, $50,000 and I need to write that in one check. Right.
Right.
And that's something that happened to me as well when I started. Right. And it happens to a lot of us. And there's not enough education about wealth. And that's why that's one of my favorites.
Yes, and that's why Nahrep is here
Yeah.
to educate. So tell us, what role do you play today in Nahrep Central Florida?
Yes. So currently, I am the president of the Nahrep Central Florida chapter. And, it is basically an amazing opportunity to put my little grain of salt in the big mission that is Nahrep through the chapter. Nahrep has over 100 chapters, and every chapter works together to make an impact in their local community. And through that impact to the local community, you can affect change in the whole United States by policy, by events, by education, and by networking, by building business relationships. So for me, it's been an honor to be the president of the chapter this year. And it's been a pivotal and challenging year with COVID and everything that's been going on. But the support of the organization, the vision, and the drive, and the structure has been, what's kept us together and what's kept us growing.
Yeah, and we were lucky to be able to have this live event today where you really can share all that knowledge and be surrounded by people that they have the same mindset and that we all working for the same, our community. So Carlos, to say, first, I want to say thank you, but I want you to say something to all the real estate agents out there and also all the professionals out there. First of all, you don't need to speak Spanish to be part of Nahrep.
Yeah.
I heard over and over a lot of people when I invite someone, but I don't speak Spanish. Why would I be there? And when you show them how could be impact their business, then they realize, I'm like, wow, I didn't realize that. But I want you to speak more to these real estate people, new agents, that they don't have the guidance.
Yeah.
What would you tell them and how they can become part of it and don't feel that they need to have this knowledge to be there?
Yeah. So I can speak just, from my own experience. And I was struggling, as I said earlier, I sold 3 houses my first year. The one thing that I didn't share was what made the difference. right? What was the big difference from 3 houses to 30, and then on and on and on growing. And I'll tell you, for me personally, and actually, I believe is what propels every agent at one point or another in their career. But it's your circle, it's who you're learning from, who you're mentoring with, who you're growing with, who you're running with. You're an average of your circle in life and in business. So for me, that made a huge difference. I was alone, didn't know what I was doing. I joined a brokerage that was a small little brokerage, friend of the family, great broker. I just didn't have the support I needed, so I had to go out and find it. That's what these conferences are about. That's what organizations like Nahrep are about. Get involved in your local chapter, reach out to us, whatever we can do. At the end of the day, is all about getting together with like-minded individuals that want to accomplish big things, that want to do more. Get out of your comfort zone and push yourself to a higher level by being around the right people. So when I started being around the right people, I started duplicating what they were doing. And you're going to duplicate the good and the bad from any circle you enter. So you better pick your circle right. So, I started modeling success, implementing strategies, and that's when my business took off and went to the next level. So, man, join your local Nahrep chapter, connect with high-level individuals, grow, learn, model success, and your business, your life, your future, your legacy will take a turn for, the moon. It's going to be amazing.
Great. Wow. Thank you very much to give me your time. I know we're missing something very important to be here. I really appreciate your time. Thank you, everybody. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.